Basically, when I was born, my sister wasn't too happy because she was, for 5.5 years, she was used to getting all the attention. And then when I came along, I started getting a lot of the attention, so of course no kid's going to be happy with that. But as time progressed, she started liking me more and more. And it came to a point where we became very close, and then we went to like some parties and stuff, and she would always hold on to me and not let me go. Which is much like her electronics, like her phone. She doesn't let go of it. Whenever I touch her phone, she gets very mad and starts yelling at me. So. And just an example about how protective she is of me is with, like, when I was a little boy, I would do some things that would make my mom pretty mad because I was like pretty naughty when I was little. And I would just go hide behind my sister whenever such a thing happened. And then she would protect me and support me, and then she would calm my mom down and everything would be okay after that. So, now, close to present day, what's happened is that I feel protective of her more now, because whenever people see us for the first time, they think I'm the older brother and she's the younger sister, because she hasn't grown much since middle school. Yeah, so she's still 5'1½". She claims she's 5'3", but 5'9". But basically, with that, I've grown more protective of her. Also because she behaves like a 2-year-old at home. She's like, "Mommy, Daddy." Yeah, so that's what happens at home. But aside from all this, for me, she's a mentor, a friend, and a role model. All of these things are true, but all of you guys have heard these things like other graduation speeches. So I'm going to go further than that because she means more to me. She's my best friend, my biggest supporter, and honestly, I'm just lucky to have the best sister in the whole world. Very good. And no, there's more. Almost done. My sister has helped me in all of my classes. She's given me advice about life and how to approach life. And she's helped me with my driving, which unfortunately means I drive very fast. And this is the reason we got her an apartment close to Lockheed Martin, which is where she's going to work, because she won't have to drive too far. Because as far as I know, Lockheed Martin doesn't pay for speeding tickets. And then, since she's going to live alone now, she's got to learn how to cook. And unfortunately, the only thing she knows how to cook or make is toast. And I recall the first time she made toast for me, she burnt it somehow, which is a serious challenge and takes talent to do that. And she accomplished it, meaning she could do anything. So, as I said before, she acts like a 2-year-old at home, but she's not too, she's 22. And she will now start on a new adventure, starting with a job, and hopefully she'll get better at cooking. So, best of luck to my sister, Sheefali, on her future adventure. So now, one of my sister's best friends, Jessica Lynch, is going to come up here to say a few words.
I struggled with what was I going to say tonight. I looked at maybe sharing some insightful quote or advice, since I'm just a tiny bit older than her. Just a tiny bit. And everything I thought of was very cheesy. So I decided what I wanted to say was, Sheefali, always keep that sunny disposition that you have that just lights up a room and makes people want to be around you. And just really made me want to be your friend. The first time I met you in physics. And we went through that horrible experience together. Maybe it was just horrible for me, because it never seemed horrible to you. You always had that wonderful sunny disposition. But always keep that alive. It will bring joy to you and everyone around you. And I just love you, and I'm so happy to know you, and you're starting your new chapter in your life. And I'm so excited to be able to keep in touch and hear how it goes, because it's going to be amazing. So, I just wish you the very best.
So, now my dad's going to come up here to talk about my sister and share his thoughts and his feelings.
Hello. So, as Kush said, actually I'm kind of repeating the same thing. It's hard to say about my daughter, but let me start with a few things. Start with opening the page which I wrote down. So, first of all, actually, I would like to thank every one of you for coming here on this day to celebrate Sheefali's graduation, and also she's going to start a new job next month. So we needed your blessings, and thanks everyone for coming here. And since she was born, actually, she always brought positive changes to my life. Starting with my first assignment as a postdoctoral fellow at Florida State University, Tallahassee. From there onwards, actually, I always got something positive in my life. And coming back to Sheefali, I found actually in her character there are few things which is very noticeable. One is her determination, and another is her confidence. So. One example I still remember when we came to Tallahassee in Florida and went back from there to India. She was 4 years old at that time, and we were looking for a school for her to get admission to. And some of my friends suggested that Delhi Public School in R.K. Puram is a very good school. So we decided, okay, let's try it out. And so somehow we got the application form from the school, and finally we filled the form, and the principal called us for the interview. So we were very happy. Okay, we were among few of those selected parents or children who has been called for the interview. 4-year-old going to kindergarten has to come for the interview. Okay, but we were prepared for that. And I looked at Sheefali. I was a little nervous for that because I said interview, but Sheefali is always smiling, very confident, and she didn't care anything about that. And so we went there, and there was a huge crowd outside the principal office, and we were among that crowd. And so I interacted with some of the parents, and most of these parents have like recommendation letters from Prime Minister office. Somebody has big donation check in their hand, but we had nothing. We were just standing there. So finally our turn came, and we went to the principal's office, and the principal she started taking the interview and started asking some questions, and Sheefali was so confident and smiling and giving answers, and she was so much impressed with her that she said, okay, go ahead and deposit the fees, and she has got admission. And but this was her first interview, and I was not allowed to say anything there. She was just replying on her own, whatever came to her mind. But when we came out, actually one of the parents who was very curious, and he was in the line, he said, okay, so what happened? I said, she got admission in the school. So the other question he asked, so how much donation you had to give? I said, nothing. Then I curiously asked to him actually, so how much donation you are going to pay? So he said, the principal asked me to donate a school bus. So I said, wow, I mean, we are lucky that we didn't have to donate the school bus. And finally, that was one such incident. And then finally after that, she didn't go to that school because we found that school very crowded, and we didn't want her to go to that school. But now coming back to another thing which I want to share about one thing which is very particular in Sheefali was from the very beginning she knew what she wanted to do in college. Like many kids, they keep changing their majors when they go to middle school, when they go to high school, and even when they go to college. They keep changing their majors, they enter in some field, they come out with a different field. But in Sheefali's case, actually she was, from the very early age, she knew what major she wanted to do. She was passionate about computers, and she got a degree in the computer science. So for us, it made life very simple, because we knew from the very beginning what she wants to do. So and now she's going to start her job next month in Lockheed Martin. So I would like to wish her success, and thank you everyone again for coming here.
All right, so we're done with the speeches. So thanks to everyone for listening. All right, so impromptu speech.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Sheefali, which you probably met. So as you all know, I'm going to be working at Lockheed Martin, and I will be working on the ground transportation part of this. Can you hear me? Everyone nod. Yeah. So we have this mission to Mars where we want to send a man to Mars by 2035, and I will be working on the ground transportation part of that software. So that's what I'll be working on. Thank you all for coming. I'm not very good at speeches. Yeah, of course. Now? Do you want to go? Yeah. To Mars? Yeah. Donation.
I would like to go to Mars.
We'll go together. Well, thank you everyone. Enjoy the food, and there will be dancing, so everyone has to go on the dance floor. Gush. You have to start it with your friends. Cole, Miles, Ryan, you're on it. Thank you everyone.